Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. How these two teams remember this season will be largely impacted by what happens here in the Gator Bowl. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game he wants to have a very smart game plan for his running back today. He understands he's got the Heisman Trophy winner on the field in a bowl game, but they've had a lot of conversations, and his running back said, I want to play. I want to be here with my teammates and put this uniform on one last time. We'll see if they're able to get off to a quick momentum, see if they're able to pull him early, but I know he wants to be on the field with his teammates in this moment. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Tigers' offense will take the field first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Running inside, it's Hardy. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Finds his man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Tigers have this offense rolling. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to Hardy. Plows through the defense. Finding some room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Snagged out of the air. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's got it on the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Austin Simmons, the play fake, buying some time as he moves left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I've got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. It's on target and complete. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Missouri comes up with a first and goal. It's complete to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Missouri!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll That'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense gets its first crack in this game. Let's take a look at our impact players. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. The run inside. It's Jones. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football.
Could be enough. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
It's a nice decision by the quarterback there on the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, David, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just have to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown run.
He'll start the return inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. And maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Simmons. He's got his man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to 34. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, give to Hardy. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Got him downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Simmons. Snagged in the middle, it's Hardy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Quick release on the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Again, it's Simmons. Got it. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Takes the easy completion. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Here's Simmons to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Line is set on third down. Might be changing the route. Simmons from the gun on third down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Racing to the right. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Tulsa. A pick six.
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. And here's the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Catch in the middle. It's Hardy. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Throwing Simmons. Pulls it in. It's Harris. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Simmons on play action. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. The give to Hardy. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Makes the grab inbounds.
Man, it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it back, and he loses the football. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Simmons makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's a give to Hardy. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. They're working that left side. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Tease. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. Makes the grab in their space. They finally get him down, but the explosive play has them set up as we get set for the final 2 minutes of the half. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Hayes. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Man downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Pulls and fires complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. They just keep firing. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Terry. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Finds his man. It's Lee. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's Simmons to throw. Gets it out fast. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He might want another play. Austin Simmons firing again. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Simmons to throw for it on fourth. He'll try to do it himself. He's got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on fourth and short. Mizzou will use its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw at Simmons. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Throwing Simmons. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Just a well-oiled offensive machine. They make the play, they get the spike, and now a chance to score before the break. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Reese in a season filled with magical moments. Even more here today in this Gator Bowl. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gator Bowl.
The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Golden Hurricane offense ready to get this drive underway. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Under fire. Got his man on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Golden Hurricane to the line facing second and short. The give on the counter. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Open on the right side. That's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Motion from the wide receiver. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rule will get us up to date on his condition. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. They'll give it to Hardy. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for room at the 25. There's a crease. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. On first down, it's Hardy again. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, and you kind of wondered, when were they going to cover this guy? He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And there's no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the...
There's some room. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Here's Hardy. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Touchdown, Tigers! Fitted in the window for the score.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Tulsa will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going. Upstairs, he's got it. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Now the play fake. Unloads to the right, and they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
The short hands, it's Smith. Runs through, man, he might have some space. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Stop just short of the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and that'll set them up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Motion from the wideout. Unloads quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the 1st.
Running inside, it's Jones. Pushed down for the tackle. Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hayes. He'll get rid of it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he added the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Bringing it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Simmons. Pressure coming. Firing to the right, complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on 3rd. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Hayes. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the right. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Hauls it in down the sideline. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tulsa.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
He wants to change this route. They'll leave it with the lone back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and then this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Turn. Maybe some room here. Smashes through the tackle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. The Tigers are back on top.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finishes the drive with a thrilling 69-yard run to the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Tulsa, 31.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Golden Hurricane offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his...
They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, going to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. The give and tick, 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 tick. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's Simmons to throw. Here's a heat. And this one's not working, he'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They'll try to run it in with Hardy. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Tulsa will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Looking down the middle. Got a man, it's Wells. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Here comes the heat. Connection to the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Short gain on the play before he slides. They get to the line quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Here's a give to Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seems like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be